May the 4th be with you. Happy 4th, everyone. Happy Cinco de Cuatro. It is the 4th of May. It's such a great day. Oh, hello, everyone. Hello, Francesca Maria. Hello, Ravik. Hello, Mac the Knife. Smile or will die. You're in the house. I'm smiling. None of us are dying. This is good. And Mother's here. Hello, Mom. DTL. I love when I see the DTL every single time. Oh, my goodness. What a great day. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I think we're a little hot. Perfect. That's good. How's everybody doing? We still alive, still kicking, still enjoying every last little minute of quarantine? Well, I don't know what week we're in. 8? Week 8? I mean, that's good. I love it. I love week 8. It feels like it's the song that never ends. But you know what? Every time we sing it, it gets better than the last. And just like that song, each show is better than the last. Each week is better than the last. I almost don't want quarantine to end, but I love it. Mother. Hi, son. Yo, Lingophile88, good to see you as well. All right, got a full house tonight. The gang is all here. What a wonderful day. We are, of course, ramping up to tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. Big day in Mexico. Also, oddly, a big day in the United States. Not just in the southern United States where you'd probably expect it, but everywhere. So, it brings out the Mexican in each and every one of us. Weller, I know, it's a great apron, right? Yeah. It goes on and on, my friends, Lingophile. Thank you. Yeah, I'm proud to wear it. Mr. Pink Shirt Guy, quarantine cooking. All right, let's get a cocktail going. So we got Cinco de Mayo coming up tomorrow. I figured this week, we could kind of thematically center around Tuesday, Martes, the Cinco de Mayo. And I kind of want to do a little bit of a riff on a margarita. So this is not a traditional margarita. I don't think this is a real thing, but we're going to do it anyway. It involves similar ingredients. So we have, just like a margarita, we have tequila, we have Cointreau, and we have lime. But in addition to that, we're going to be adding a couple of special ingredients. First, a little bit of this blackberry cordial / compote that I just frankly need to get rid of. But I have been taste testing blackberry and tequila, and it is awesome. And also some egg whites that I also need to get rid of. So we're gonna do kind of like, it's gonna be like a whiskey sour, but like a tequila sour. So, which is basically like a margarita with egg white and maybe a little bit of blackberry, just because I think that's kind of fun. Cool? Cool. All right, let's get mixing. Already got a glass chilling, good. Whew. Crushed it. Oh, you know what? It does look like a corn lime. Can you tell that it's like brown and sad? It's on its last leg. I do have fresher ones. I don't exactly know why I picked this one out to represent the Lime Nation. Poor choice, Anthony. Yeah, so limes are brown here in Shay Pink Shirt, but we're gonna use it anyway. It's gonna be great. A little corn lime action. Okay. Oh, got a great show. I'm excited about this. Elizabeth, good. I'm so glad that energy's coming through because it's 100% fake. It's all drug induced. No part of it is real. No, it's all just energy from the Cinco de Cuatro, the 4th of May. It's just a very happy day. Okay, let's get shaking. Let's get mixing. I need a squeezer. Perfect. I need a squeezer. These are things I shouldn't say on live YouTube. Strainer done, and maybe a jigger. Okay, I think we're good. Let's start with that. Bill, totally agree. It is kind of use it or lose it. All right. let's, you know what? I should probably squeeze my lime first. I don't know why I picked the smallest cutting board for this task when I need to like make room for a whole bunch of other things. I'll just squeeze it all on this little guy. Okay. Strainer. Oh, we are trying something new today, by the way. I'm recording this show on both this camera and this camera so that later on I can maybe edit them down and do some things with them. So but because this is untested, if for whatever reason things go black in one place or the other, just give me a quick note. I will turn off the recording and fix it real fast. I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you for being patient with me, as you know, just in advance. And Ravik, yes, so it should be the Quattro de Mayo, but I'm a big fan of the show Arrested Development, and the holiday called Cinco de Cuatro is from that show. The gist of it is one of the main characters was unhappy that her maid asked for the day off on Cinco de Mayo, and in order to basically kill the holiday and therefore any excuse to call in sick or ask for the day off, she created the holiday Cinco de Cuatro with the idea of like, let's totally suck the life out of Cinco de Mayo. Let's make, you know, everybody's hungover. Let's, you know, but people ended up celebrating both days in the TV show. Yeah. Anyway, it's a great show. I actually think it's one of the smartest written comedies on TV. It's so good. And Ron Howard's behind it. It's, you know, so you know it's going to be good. Okay, got some lime juice. Done with this old knife. All right, so let's see here. Why don't we let's do about 3/4 ounce. We're gonna make a standard margarita, but we're just gonna add some egg white and a little bit of the blackberry stuff, just to give it a little bit of color and some fun. So 3/4 ounce lime. And let's do about a 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. I always say about. I don't know why I do. It's exactly a 1/2 ounce. I know that, but I still just say about. I think it may sound cooler or something. More freewheeling, like, I don't know, man. Let's just do like, I don't know, how about a 1/2 ounce? That feels good, right? We know it's exactly a 1/2 ounce. 2 ounces of tequila. Using one of my favorito tequilas. I don't know why I like this one. It just tastes, I think I do know why. It has a nice aroma, like it smells like tequila should. It doesn't taste bad. Like some tequilas I think can be kind of bitter. This one isn't. It's very relaxed, very smooth, but it also tastes like tequila, like you know it's there. Although, I've never been in a situation where I had a sip of tequila and I'm like, is there any tequila in this? I'm unaware of, is there any tequila present? Never had that happen, so don't exactly know what I'm thinking. But all right, so I'm just gonna, I do have enough. So let's just try doing like a few, let's measure it out. I just wanted the cordial, like the liquid part of this. Let's see what we can do, just to kind of color it up. I'm not gonna get a ton of flavor. It's also not that sweet. The way I made this, I didn't add a ton of sugar. It was just a tiny bit to kind of balance it. But I want fewer chunks and more juice. Oh, almost got it. It's going around. Good. I could just strain this overnight in the fridge, but I'm too lazy to. You can't make me. Okay. Done. Bill, good point. A lot of tequila is less than 100% tequila. You know, I like this stuff, and I know I've said this before, but in case you haven't heard it, or in case you need a reminder, it should always say 100% you know, blue agave or 100% agave, day agave, something like that, just so you know it's always like everything inside is made out of the agave plant. Because to Bill's point, a lot of it isn't. Okay, and we're gonna add some egg white. So I would normally add just 1 egg white to this, but since this is 3 egg whites in here, and I don't know like the weight of them, I'm just gonna spoon a little bit in. I'll try to spoon it. Spooning egg whites is always kind of tough because even though they look kind of homogeneous and mixed together, a lot of times they're still somewhat separated. So we'll try it. If I can spoon it, great. If not, oh, you know what? Why don't we switch to the top down just to give everybody a sweet, sweet view of that. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. See, okay, that's not too bad. I'm able to separate a little bit out. I'm gonna just guess on roughly 1/3 of this. See, it's kind of, you know, some of that stuff is a little tough to get out. That's okay. And maybe one more. There's also some of that nasty looking white stuff. That's, it's Shallot, I think is the technical name of that. If you have a little strainer like I have and I didn't use, you can strain that out when you crack your egg whites and transfer them, you know, to the fridge into like a little deli like this. The little floating white things, they're usually just attached to the yolk. I don't know what purpose they serve. I know they serve a purpose. I don't know what it is. But you can just strain those out. Okay, good. And with that, all right, so I'm gonna give this, oh, I already put ice in here, so I'm not gonna give it a dry shake. My plan was to dry shake this just to kind of emulsify things and mix the egg white with the ingredients. And a dry shake just means shake it without the ice. But since I've already got ice in there and I don't really want to pour everything back out and then get more ice, we're just gonna wet shake it all. So there we go. I'm gonna mute this just for a second for your ears' health. Okay, and we're unmuted. I think that's pretty good. I got my daily workout in, so it's either this or a shake weight. Give it up. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think this will be okay. I think we're good. Just in case Craig is curious, it's chilled. All right, I got a chilled cocktail glass. Gonna dump this water out. Dunzo. And strainer. And I'm actually gonna double strain this just to get any ice chips out. You don't have to. If you like ice chips, go for it. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Kind of like a frothy pink cocktail.
For Pink Shirt Guy.
For Pink Shirt Guy.
Oh, that's pretty.
For me.
Wait, why is it pink? I wasn't watching.
It's pink because of the blackberry, in case you weren't watching.
Sorry.
That's not bad, right? Yeah. Here, let me do it with the lights off. Maybe you can see it better. Let's get like a more dramatic look to it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you can really tell. Hold on. Wait for the color, the auto color correct. Not color correct. You know what I mean. There we go. A pretty pink cocktail for May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Perfect. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's really, I would have expected it to taste sweeter, and it's not. And that's fine by me. Like that's actually kind of weird. Like it's got like a nice dry bite to it, almost like I don't know. It's, yeah, there's like, it's almost slightly astringent. So like, it's not sweet at all. It clears your palate. It clears my palate really well. It's really good. Anyway. Oh, there's some more foam. There we go. All right. So this is one reason I love adding egg whites to cocktails. And you can play around. You can play around to see what cocktails can work with egg whites and which ones don't. Usually fairly strong and colorful cocktails benefit from an egg white more than weak ones. You know, like an old fashioned, don't put an egg white in it. But you can, nothing on the rocks has an egg white, right? Egg whites are just for drinks served up, especially in a glass where you can see the pretty foam on top, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of a fun way to dress up a cocktail. So when in doubt, throw an egg white in, see if you like it. That's all I can recommend. Extra protein, I guess. You know, it's pretty lean. Okay. Elizabeth, it's great nail polish color, right? Yeah. And Ravik, you should totally try it. It's super good. You know, depending on how sweet you like cocktails, it could use a little bit more. Did I put any Cointreau in? No, I didn't. That's why. That's why it doesn't have any sweetness to it.
Did you have it out?
I had Cointreau out. I don't think I put any in. I knew something was off. That's funny. All right, so let's just do this. That's really funny. I'm laughing at myself. I hope you all laugh at me as well.
Yes.
I'm like, it's less sweet than I thought it would be. Well, turns out because you didn't add any sweetness to it. There we go. That actually, okay, with the Cointreau, it's an exceptional cocktail. Before I was pretty excited about it. Now I'm very excited about it. Okay, that's why it didn't work. I mean, it did work, but now it's even better. Okay. Good. The first episode, I decided to like record things so I can cut it down into like a different version. Totally messed it up. All right, cool. Well, cheers. Happy 4th. I'm out. Okay, let's get making some food. Let's try. Are we good on the lights? Does this look okay? I never know, what looks better. We'll do it like this. I'll let you guys tell me if it looks better, lights out or lights on. So we're doing a 7-layer bean dip today, which is exactly how people celebrate Cinco de Mayo in Mexico. So we're just making it daily. This is a recipe that my wife gave me, thankfully, for today. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah. And I think she stole it from her mom, and she presumably... Yeah, so my wife gave this recipe to me. She stole it from her mom, Rose. Thank you, Rose. And Rose presumably stole it from a Mexican because it's that good. So there are 7 layers. One of the layers, though, we're going to have to improvise a little bit because I couldn't find it at the store today, and that is the scallion layer. So 7 layers are beans, like refried beans, sour cream. What else? Oh, yeah. Guacamole, olives, then scallions, which we're not going to do. We're going to replace them with, I got green chilies. That'll be exciting. Oh, then cheese, salsa, and cheese. Now, I know that's 8 layers, but hear me out. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. I don't normally call her a horse, but for this case, I will. She's fast, when she gets going. It's better to finish it off with a little bit of cheese on top. That makes it the 8th layer, but I still think that's okay. We're still going to call it a 7-layer bean dip because there are 7 unique layers. We're going to go with it. Okay. Right. Isn't it very bright? Okay. Is it too bright? You tell me, Bill. I don't know. The sweeter the better, says Ravik. Yeah, well, you should try it. Okay. So let's get our layers ready to go. Beans are ready to go. They're just kind of straight out of a can. Olives and chilies are ready to go. Those are coming out of cans as well. But we need to prep guacamole. We need to grate some cheese and mix our sour cream. This is the fun part. Okay. What should we do first? Make some guac? Yeah? Or that'll brown faster, as my director's telling me. So she's the expert here. What do I do first then? Let's grate some cheese. And we're going to grate a ton of cheese.
More than you think you need.
More than you think you need. Yeah. One of my favorite memories eating this dip was, I don't remember the entire circumstances, or the entire circumstance, but, or all the circumstances, but I know that Lauren and I were sitting in bed, we were hungry, didn't have any food to eat, so I went to the kitchen, grabbed this bean dip, and we basically ate this dip in bed.
It was after 4th of July.
Oh, that's right. It was after 4th of July, so we may or may not have been a little bit hungover.
And we texted my sister, who we spent 4th of July with, and she was also eating the bean dip in her bed, because we gave her some of the leftovers.
I should just turn the camera around. but yeah, we had this 4th of July sitting in bed, and we texted our sister, my sister-in-law, Lauren's sister, and we're eating bean dip in bed, and she's like, that's really funny. I'm also eating bean dip in bed, because we'd given her some leftovers. It's that good. It's the kind of bean dip you would eat in bed. All right. So we're gonna grate enough cheese. Actually, I can't remember exactly how much cheese. I'm starting off with this brick. I don't think we'll need all of this, but we'll find out. And I will write it down and then end up putting it in the description and writing it out for everyone. For Kristen, where's Kristen? I'll make sure she gets it. Vivian, hey, welcome. Good to have you. All right. Got the history lesson here about the Battle of Puebla. Always good to have in the comments section. All right. We're still gonna grate. I think I'm hitting about 4 ounces, quarter pound, probably about 112 grams if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something like that. Chris, I will not give Lauren an on-screen cameo. She hasn't earned it. She's not ready for it. You know, almost. We're getting there. A lot of training's involved. Soon. Someday soon. Make Anthony great again. Ben, it's good to see your name again. Welcome back. I love that. I need my my MAGA. That is also going to be a MAGA hat. It's MAGA, Make Anthony Great Again. That's so perfect. You know what? I'm going to grate. How much is this? I don't have the... Let's just grate this off. It's that great. And then we'll find out how much we need. Oh, this is... The sad thing is, I know now that I'm going to end up eating way too much of this tonight because it's so good. And there's no reason any of this should be that good. Like, individually, each of these ingredients is pretty humble. I mean, cheese, not so humble. It's pretty powerful. But, you know, like, sliced olives, okay, kind of cool. Refried beans, nice, not bad. But you put them all together, oh my God. God. It's unbeatable. All right. Make Anthony great again. And it's I just love that play on. All right. Don't slip. Oh, I forgot. Real quick, we need an intermission. I made sourdough bread again. This is Daryl's second offspring. This is his daughter. She's a little bit bigger than the son, Daryl Jr. Not bad. I didn't get the rise I was looking for. Could have been due to the fact that I didn't cut it when I went in for the initial bake. This thing is hefty, like it smells good, it looks good, but I didn't cut it until afterwards and it was too late. And the whole point of cutting it is to allow it to like rise and grow. So I think I kind of screwed this up. But it looks good, it smells good. I'm gonna eat it as well. And we're gonna keep working on sourdough. I'm gonna get better at it so that I can then tell you guys exactly what to do or what not to do. There is, I should put in the comments, or maybe someone can. There's a great resource that I'm using online, on YouTube actually. I think it's Pro Home Cooks is the guy's channel. super helpful. Go check him out. He does a ton of like sourdough stuff. So if you are interested in doing more sourdough bread, check him out first, and then go see how messed up mine is. So Andrew, what's going on the bottom of this bread? I know, right? It looks totally whack. What's happening here is I was when I was working the dough on the counter to try to build surface tension and to like make sure it was really tight, I was basically just twisting it and turning it and tucking it. I didn't do a good enough job because this should not be, it should not be like this. There we go. It looks cool, yeah, but it should be more of a smooth, you shouldn't be able to tell where the seam is. So I think I needed to work it just a little bit longer, more twisting, more tension building. I think that's what I needed to do there. I think, I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep making this and find out. So next one hopefully will be a little bit taller. This looks like a giant, Eucharist for those Christians out there or Catholics. So yeah, but cool spot. Okay, anyway, that's the latest update. I'll let you know how it tastes tomorrow. Did that, let's put stuff in bowls. This is the mise en place section that we need to get, is put everything in like small bowls so it's easy to get to. Yeah, lingual file could have been a little bit too dry. Not sure. It was super moist going into it, like very, very hydrated, very sticky. Yeah, I'm not sure. I did write down exactly what I did, so I can try doing, a more hydrated version next time just to see and how it compares. But yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is one of those beta test things I got to work out. I'm gonna go to the other side of the camera, hit stop, and then hit record again. So just bear with me. Boop. Boop. Okay, I'm back. Oh, if I wasn't going to hell before, yeah, I think my ticket to hell was already in place. I'm definitely going. It'd be so much more fun too. Come on. All right, so let's get straining. The one thing is you got to watch out for is just make sure to strain some of your ingredients, like the olives especially. If they're packed in brine, then you just want to make sure all that brine gets out sooner rather than later. Hold on, let's get another bowl. Gosh. There we go. Let's get you guys. No olives left behind. All right. Each and every one of you are special. We have you. There we go. Get out. And now you guys. Could you imagine like a tabernacle that would have to, the size of the tabernacle required to fit Eucharist that big? It would be like a walk-in freezer, like it'd be the giant pantry. Jason's back. Welcome back, Jason. Good to have you back, man. All right, olives ready to go. Jason, we're making 7-layer bean dip, or as they call it in Mexico, 7-layer bean dip. Okay, beans are good. Let's get these chilies drained well just in case. I do like the idea still of a giant Eucharist. It's like, more Jesus. Although it's only Catholics that are like the transubstantiation, right? Like that it actually becomes, you know? I'm sure someone out there knows the right answer to that. All right, I'm gonna drain these guys. These guys don't need it too much. In general, okay, so number one, this layer should be scallions, but I don't have it. Couldn't find it at the store. Actually, I was there too early for the produce restocking guys. They were just starting and they hadn't put out their scallions yet. So. Well, there has to be a reason why it's that small, right? I mean, like, it's just more of a, you know, we got to make it, we got to serve the people. But, you know, if it were like early times, maybe they tried, what if they had tried making Eucharist that big day one? You know, they were giving out like entire loaves of bread. And then they're like, wow, this is not sustainable. We got to cut back. This is way too much bread. Like, or like the priest just trying to bless all of the bread. It would be a full-time job just for a priest to like bless the bread. Like, okay, this is fun. Let's get it. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, right, Ravik. That's a good point. Doing it the old school way, the pre-Vatican II way of shoving it in people's faces, just like an entire loaf. Like waiting until everybody's like done eating it. Oh man, you're right, Elizabeth. It is like an amuse-bouche. All right. Oh, church humor. I missed that. Okay, good. Done. Weller, sigh. Oh, I need the can opener still. I don't know what I'm doing. And our beans. All right. This one I don't need to put in a bowl. It's ready to go. Oh, I do. It's got some liquid in there. Don't mind me, just draining my beans. Still draining. These must be the really old El Paso beans. Okay, all good there. All good here. We need to get better here. Quick sip. Oh, you know, that Cointreau really did make a difference. Okay, we're gonna be making guacamole as well. So this is like 2 recipes in one. You're welcome. Whoa, hopefully I didn't jerk the camera around. I think it's okay. Okay, we're good. All right, so I like, and more importantly, Mrs. Pinkshirt likes, a little bit of garlic in her guac. And we're gonna do some shallot too. Yeah, I might have had half a cocktail in me, but I still have my reflexes, so good to go. I'm just gonna finely mince this on the cutting board. I know I'm gonna need salt too. So first things first, let's get our garlic diced. Just slicing it real thin, and then we'll do a little bit of a kind of a rough cross slice just to get everything else. And remember, with garlic, you may already know this, but in case you don't, the finer you mince it, the more you're gonna taste it. But then also, the less you're gonna have like giant pieces that you're gonna bite into. So it's up to you. I kind of like a little bit of garlic everywhere. And I mean everywhere. There we go. All right. And actually, why don't we let's just make it in this bowl. Perfect. You don't have to do garlic in your guac. I'm just a fan. And like I said, more importantly, Pink Shirt Gal is a fan. All right. I also like me some shallot in there. I think it's important to have like a little bite in there, you know, something kind of oniony. If you don't like it, don't put it in there, but you know, I think it's worth a shot. I think it kind of brightens up guacamole in a slightly different way than like acid would, you know, like with lemon juice or lime juice. Kristen, good to have you. I was talking about you earlier and the fact that I know I have a couple of more recipes, or I will have a couple more recipes to add. So good to have you. Yes, you heard garlic. It will be good. And we're adding shallot to guacamole. That's the big happening right now. Is some allium action. All right, so again, for this, we're just gonna mince it. So I like doing a pretty, let's do like as thin as we can go. I don't know if this will be roughly an eighth inch chop, something like that. Just mince it. It doesn't have to be too perfect. We're talking about guacamole here. We're not at a fancy French restaurant. Well, Kristen, it's because of you that I end up putting up there, because I'm like, well, I told Kristen I was gonna add it to the site, so I have to do that. I mean, I want to get them up anyway, but knowing that I have someone else that's like, that I told I was gonna do it, it's annoying, but also helpful, so thank you. Just making sure all that dry stuff is gone. Some of you may know this, I've received my knife sharpening, my whetstone. Haven't used it yet. I meant to use it today, totally forgot. Got excited doing some other things, so. I'm not even sure what. Can't remember what I was doing. That's the effect of quarantine. What was I doing for the last 3 hours? I don't know. Yes, Kristen, please annoy me. I welcome it. It's delightful. It helps. Okay, so I'm gonna add one more. Oh, and now I'm starting to cry because I'm so happy. It has nothing to do with that shallot I just cut. So I don't know if you know how to cut up guacamole or cut up avocados, but here's how. You just run a knife all the way around the perimeter, or all the way through, like you just bisect it. Right in half, all the way around, down to the core. You can use a butter knife for this. You can use a utility knife. I'm using a chef's knife. Use whatever you got. And then if you are using a big knife like this, you want to wind up really far back and try to hack into the pit as hard as you can. But just make sure to stop.
Wait, no. Clarify. So you don't get sued.
No. I'm going to demonstrate that that's not what you do, but my direction was telling me to demonstrate, or to make sure that I clarify, just so I don't get sued. That's not exactly how you do it. All you do, just pop it in there. Pop the back of the knife. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's really it. And then I think it's easier just to, can you see this here? I'm going to just slice it, you know, as thin as you can, and then I'm gonna go crosswise just because this is going into guac. If you're making avocado toast, like Jason Chatfield does every morning, because he's Australian, you would just go in slices, but I'm going in slices and dices. So slice the long way, and then dice the cross way. And then I'm just gonna kind of rim it with the back of my knife. Just scoop it all out. Now, you can use a spoon to do this step if you don't feel comfortable sticking the business end of a knife in there. Do whatever feels good to you. And I'll demonstrate here with a butter knife in just a second. Yeah, disclaimer, Bill, thanks. Don't do that. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. So with a butter knife, same exact deal. I'm gonna slice and then dice. Again, this is for guacamole. If you're not doing guacamole, and just, you know, if you want the pretty slices, you can just do one direction. like Niall Horan used to do. All right. Is that how you say his name? I don't even know. All right. And here, you can even do it with a butter knife on this part. Although you can't cut through the little stub up top. Yes, Elizabeth, I got these avocados like 3 or 4 days ago. And then today and yesterday just happened to be absolutely perfect for corn cavo. So that's it. Just slice, dice, and around. Can you see it on both screens? Let me know. I'll do it again. There we go. And one more. All right, so slicing this way, dicing this way, and then I'm using the back of the knife just because I'm used to using a sharp knife, but use whatever side I want. And then I kind of just go around the rim here, just give it a nice little rimmy, and then scoop underneath, and then out. That's it. Oh yeah, I throw out the core, or is it the core, the wooden ball? Oh, it's a great toy, you said? Yeah. I think I want a little bit more avocado in there. Let's try this and see what happens. I am gonna cut a little bit of lemon juice into there. Squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in there. The sooner you can get some acid on the avocado, the less it'll brown. So I'm gonna use my big old squeezer. Let's get some acid in there. I'm gonna use half of a lemon. You can use lime. In a pinch, you could probably use vinegar. Like, really, it's the acid that we're going for here to kind of cut down, basically inactivate whatever enzymes make it brown. That's pseudoscience-y talk. Let's see if that's good enough. So I'm gonna use a fork, just mash it. We're not going for fancy here, like this doesn't need to be pureed. This just needs to be mixed and mushy. I think I'm gonna go for one more avocado given that the shallot was pretty big, but you can kind of do whatever you want. Like if you like a lot of shallot in there, do it. Oh, and salt. You're gonna need a fair amount of salt because there's a lot of fat in there. There's a lot of calories. Like it can take the salting. It can take the assault. So we can, like, because this is going to be used in a dip, I could leave it at this point. And actually, this might be enough for our dip. And because this is going to be in a dip, I don't think I'm going to add any more avocado. I think that's kind of good. But you could if you wanted to. So use your judgment. Use your judgment, and you know, if you taste it, let's actually taste it. Oh, okay. So I probably wouldn't serve avocado like guacamole just like this to get, you know, in like a dip bowl. But because this is going in a dip, I think it's gonna be absolutely perfect. There's enough shallot in there, and they're diced big enough that it has a little bit of a crunch to it. And I think in a dish like this, with no crunch whatsoever, you need some sort of crunch in there. This is it. So we're gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna do a little more salt. And that was like one big shallot, two and a half small, 3 small avocados. It'd probably be like 2 large avocados, and then 1 clove of garlic. So the nice little clove of garlic is key in there. I love that. And actually the half a lemon, that's it. That's all we need. I think we're ready to assemble. I love how I look kind of like, all right, I think we're there. Let's assemble. All right, done with this? Yes. Same?
Same.
All right. Oh, Mother, you are so welcome. Yes, enjoy the Simbitter. It's so good. Forgot I have that in this little guy. Okay, we need some wine. Well, you're stealing my olives.
What's my favorite?
I'm pouring some rosé for Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal. I feel like I don't need to explain that, but this isn't like I'm not just pouring it out like on the countertop. Like, what's he doing? Is he just pouring wine out? That's so weird. Okay, I think we're good to go. Oh, so good. In case anybody's wondering what my mother is talking about, this stuff is called San Bitter. It's made by San Pellegrino. It's like a carbonated bitter red beverage. That's as good as I can put it, or as well as I can put it. I don't know how to explain that, but it's the closest I can find to like a non-alcoholic Campari-esque vibe. So if my mom basically doesn't want to drink an alcoholic Negroni, we can find a way to maybe make something like that. That's right. I just broke it.
What was that?
That was a San Bitter.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's all right. It's going over there. I don't need to go over there. It'll be all right. It was worth it to explain to the world exactly what I got my mom for not even Mother's Day, just because I love her so much. All right, let's make this dip. Oh yeah. Nice. Exactly. It was bound to happen. All right, now we're getting into layers. I'm gonna watch for my dog just to make sure she doesn't. So if I start looking like, oh no, it's because I'm watching for my dog to make sure she doesn't like start pouncing all over the glass. There's not a whole bunch of liquid, don't worry. It's like this tiny. And luckily, luckily none of it got on the wall. So we're good. All right, so this is 1 can of beans. It's just 16 ounces of refried beans. Use whatever beans you can find. It doesn't have to be anything special. We kind of want just like a protein base on the bottom. And these are pretty good. The joys of live programming. The goal here is just to kind of get it flat. We just want one layer as much as we can get it. Oh, Ravik, by the way, speaking of layers and salads and stuff, still can't find canned corn. I have found real corn, so I might be getting that soon, but cannot find canned corn. Okay, good. Yeah, exactly. That was the one cure for Corona. No! I do need another towel, though. All right. Francesca, no, it's not really sticky. It has a little bit of sugar in it, so it's like a tiny bit sticky, but it's not too bad. I'll let the crew take care of it. All right, sour cream. Come on. I have to step gingerly. Mm-hmm. You have Kathleen, you have 2 cans of San Bitter? I didn't know it came in cans. That's also really cool.
Okay now, Kathleen.
Yeah, I'd kill for a can of it right now, believe me. That could probably withstand a couple of drops. Yes, Ravik, I was thinking the exact same thing. I love that idea. Okay. Okay, so sour cream is the next layer, but we're gonna take it up a notch and use this is just taco seasoning. So it says hot and spicy. It's not that hot and spicy. If you can't find taco seasoning wherever you're at, it's really just salt, some chili pepper, some garlic powder. That's mostly it. You can fake it. If I can open it, that is. I have to use scissors. I feel like an old person. Is this what arthritis feels like? How do I cut this thing? All right. And yeah, I could put this in a bigger bowl and, you know what? I think I will. Where's a bigger bowl? There's a bigger bowl. All right. This is 8 ounces of sour cream. And we're gonna mix it, let's get all of it. Come on, Anthony, yes. And we're gonna mix it with all of this taco mix, this little, we want this to be pretty aggressively seasoned because it's just one small layer. And it's really the only thing that's kind of especially salty and flavorful. So, I mean, the beans, you know, this is gonna be flavorful, the guacamole, but like everything else is not seasoned at all. So it's okay if this is gonna be super salty, that's fine. Kristen, is there cumin in there? There might be cumin in here. We could always add some. That might be kind of good. I'm just mixing this in until it's... Part of me kind of feels bad for like putting this as a recipe on this show because it's like, it seems so simple, but I swear to God, this is one of my favorite things to eat. Like I get excited every single time my wife like gets a wild hair and is like, well, I'm making 7-layer bean dip. And I'm like, thank the Lord in heaven. It's seriously so good. So that's why I'm making it. It looks simple, but oh God, it tastes so good. Okay. And it's so good like the next day and the day after that. Oh, I wasn't joking when I said we sat in bed and ate this and texted my sister-in-law and are like, how's your 5th of July going? We're eating dip in bed. And she's like, me too. And it was the exact same dip. That's my favorite part.
Can't take it anymore.
Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal can't take it anymore. You don't have to do that.
I know, but it's just gonna turn to a sticky mess.
I will take care of it.
Nope.
You needn't.
I guess. Okay.
All right, well, Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal is a trooper. She's volunteering to clean up our man down.
This is intense.
It is intense. Well, I didn't want to just drop it from down at like waist level or lower. I wanted to make sure to bumble it and then hit it up and then drop it so that it would indeed just explode. And believe me, it did explode. Totally. Okay, so next layer, yeah, it's really good. I wanted to make sure it exploded. Is our guac layer. Oh God, this already looks... I will add just a pinch more salt on this guy too, just to make sure we have it. Maybe not. I think this did taste pretty good. My mother says hello.
Hello. It was kind of her fault.
Mom, it's your fault, by the way, that she's down there right now. So I hope you feel guilty. Okay, good. Done there. Smile or Will Die says hello, Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal.
Well, I'm not wearing a pink shirt. I didn't get in character.
She said she feels quite bad that she did not wear a pink shirt and didn't get in character. So it's okay.
I wasn't counting on this friggin' disaster.
I'm not gonna tell them that.
I didn't hope they heard.
She said she wasn't counting on this disaster, so that's why.
I said freaking disaster.
Don't cuss, Lauren. For crying out loud. Olives. So this is the quick part of the show. We're just layering it in now. Perfect. Oh, scallion. We don't have scallions, but we do have. So normally this layer, I love an entire layer of sliced up green onions, and actually all parts of the green onion are good, I think. Just mix them all together. So normally, you know, recipes call for like the green end, others call for just the white end or whatever. I would do the whole thing. We don't have that. So I'm gonna pour off a little more liquid here that kind of came out. They're saying Ant's gonna be in trouble after this stream. Yeah, that's right, Linguophile. Thanks for pointing that out. Much appreciated. All right. Some green chilies. If you can't find green chilies, You can roast your own if you wanted to. I actually think that would be a good alternative. Like do poblanos, Anaheims, any kind of somewhat mild chili. You don't want something as spicy as a serrano or a jalapeno. You just want, and more spicy though than a bell pepper. You just want a little bit. Am I a green onion because I only have good parts? Oh, tears to my eyes, Riel. That. Shut up. He was making a nice compliment. You.
He's cleaning.
Shut up and clean.
Sugar.
No, she doesn't get the MVP. I get the MVP. I'm the one with only nice parts. You heard it from Rial. Okay, what else? What's the next layer? Cheese. Oh, my favorite part. Master. Can I pour you a drink, Lauren?
Mm-mm. After this, yeah.
A shot of tequila,
Nothing
perhaps?
with red.
Nothing with red in it, she said. So no Negroni. Oh, Rial said, Lauren, I like you too. And Chris said MVP, a cameo from Lauren. This is going, this stream couldn't have gone better. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
I earned the like.
As you can tell. Yeah, she earned the like. If you don't like it for any other reason, like it for her. She will be accepting 100% of the likes.
There are 50,000 pieces of glass down here.
Shut up. There are not 50,000 pieces of glass down there. Just.
You couldn't have dropped a freaking can.
Well, I didn't know there were cans of it, Lauren. God. No one told me that. Whoever had it. Was that Francesca? Who had the cans? Who's got cans? Okay, that's good on cheese. Jesus. Rial, yeah, I broke something. Okay? I broke some glass. Where does that voice keep coming from? I know. You haven't heard anything. That's shh. Okay, and some salsa. So you can use whatever salsa you want. You can use fresh tomatoes if you wanted. This is just what I have here in quarantine. Be careful with your spraying. Oh, luckiest boy in the world. Am I gonna torch the cheese? Oh, Andrew, maybe. Oh, that might be kind of fun. Yeah, probably. All right, we'll torch the cheese. A little bit of salsa, and then because of my brilliant wife's suggestion, we're gonna top it with cheese. Isn't she great to have suggested that? Okay, yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. Ben, am I gonna break that too? You know what I'm gonna break? Come here, get a little bit closer. Just, okay, we're going to drop the salsa. God. I can't wait. I hope I can like do a super cut of me just dropping that. Oh, that's gonna be so. It's gonna be so good if I can get it.
I should have taken a picture. It's worse than you guys imagined.
It's fine. There's nothing down there. Shut up and scrub. Yeah, what could go wrong with the torch, Lauren? Won't drop that. Okay, cheese done. This is it. Let me. As you can tell, no work involved. Faster! Hurry! You missed a spot. All right. Maybe you know what? Torching cheese might not be a bad idea because broiling it would make it a little bit hot, and we don't want to heat the whole thing up. I went to go for the garbage thinking it was in there, but it wasn't because it's right down here. Oh, gee, are you throwing away the towel?
Yeah.
You know what? I retract that. I don't mean to. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, I wouldn't clean it that way. Whoopsie. I'm just gonna go about my business. Yes, we are gonna. Andrew, good idea. Let's toast the cheese. Never done this before. What could go wrong? this is a great idea. Like it just smells like grilled cheese now. And it doesn't feel like there's any residual heat down there. By the way, can we give a round of applause to Lauren? Thank you for cleaning that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank you. You're the best ever. Okay. I know. This is pretty good. Okay. Set that in a safe place. I have the greatest wife on earth. You know, I really appreciate that. Okay, let's taste it, see how this thing's going. Yeah, lingual file. What could go wrong? Oh, my chips are over there. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, really, that was a great idea. And no, I don't have glass stuck in my socks. Why did you ask? All right, let's give this a shot. So here's the deal though. With this kind of a dip, with all those 7 layers, you will need a spoon, a fork, a knife, something to serve it up in weak chips like this. And this is the best I could get on short notice. It wasn't really short notice, but it's all I could find at the stores. Now, normally, I love Tostitos. They're not sponsoring this, but I'm a big fan. But for this kind of a dip, it's a little bit tough. So, the notification said something about divorce? Where? I missed it. Let's cut in and let's give this a shot. Oh. Okay. So. Yeah, she gets half the pink shirts in the divorce. That's right down the middle. Oh my God. I don't know why this tastes so good, but like everything just fits in here. Like, and Andrew, that toasted cheese on top, that was a great suggestion because it just introduces a little bit of like a toasted cheese flavor, but it's not like a hot dish. Oh my God. This is pretty good. I'm gonna do one more just to make sure I was right. And then I'm going to go thank my lovely wife for the next 6 hours.
And vacuum.
Oh. Okay, so the humble 7-layer dip, I think is fantastic. I do think having a slightly spicy, I think this is spicy, it's called desert pepper, but I think having like a very flavorful salsa helps. The hot and spicy taco seasoning is a high recommend. I would definitely go with that over like a regular taco seasoning because a little bit of spice in that sour cream goes a long way. Oh my God. This is what I was hoping for. This will probably last us the entire week. It's so good. Andrew, thanks for the suggestion, by the way, on the toasting of the cheese. Okay, we're done. This is it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And I say us because it was a little bit of me and then a lot of Lauren cleaning up the mess I made. I can't wait for that video to come out. I'll post it to Instagram or TikTok or whatever as soon as I figure out how to do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Happy Cinco de Quattro. Happy May the 4th be with you and all that fun stuff. Tomorrow we've got another Cinco de Mayo type dish. We're doing chicken tostadas. And I'm actually very excited for that as well. I actually can't wait. So I got to think of another drink though. That'll be the fun part. Are we done? I think we're done. We finished. Yeah. All right. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. This has been so much fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully I've got, hopefully I've got all my pink shirts. And don't these layers look great? Oh, this is a good shoulder exercise here to keep this thing lifted up. Boop. Oh, let me turn off the notifications there. They're fine. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. All right, bye. Thanks, dear.